Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for September 1st to the 7th. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. We've got Justice, the Chariot, Jesus, okay, but are you done? The Nine of Wands, the Sun, dude, you got lots of major arcana. King of Wands, the Tower, the Knight, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the Moon at the bottom. Wow, okay, there is, what is going on here? What's going on? We're in eclipse season, and even though you're not directly impacted unless you happen to have Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini heavily in your chart, justice is cause and effect, babe. You also have to remember that Leo currently in Venus, it may potentially be trining any of your Aries placements, okay? Like it's trining my Venus. It's like amazing right now. I'm just joking. The Leo energy here is about you taking control, you being charismatic, you owning the space, owning the stage, owning who you are and the way in which you show up in this world unapologetically. Justice here to the Chariot is you trying to control an outcome, and the Nine of Wands, balance coming out as well here. It says, I bring a perfect state of harmony into my world and I do so without judgment. It's kind of source saying like, you don't need to try and control this outcome. Let things kind of, you know, land how they're meant to land, because and surrender. Told you so. You know, this is Source turning around and going, let this just be, right? Let this be without attachment. Let this be without anything, because it's going to reveal to you the truth of the matter. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. For some of you, this could involve your children. You know, there could be some conflict or difficulties or challenges. Maybe you co-parent, maybe you're going through a divorce, separation, maybe you're pregnant and you're about to give birth. And so like, you know, there's all this like energy around your house. Or this could be somebody who has very childlike energy, could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as well. But there seems to be this opportunity for you guys to really step into a place of harmony, of happiness, of joy, of optimism, you know, dawn of a new day, an innocence here, a really beautiful energy. There's a but though, because the King of Wands to the Tower. So it's, my question to you is, who is trying to take control in this situation? Is it you? Is it your partner? Who is, I feel like it's a Leo in your life, Aries. And so my advice to you would be, who here is trying to kind of take the reins in the situation, but from a place of control rather than from a place of like, you know, masculine energy. It's more like I need to control because I don't feel safe if I don't control kind of energy, versus you know, versus I'm going to take the reins because I'm a leader, you know? The Tower to the Knight of Swords does tell me that whatever stuff is not stable, is not secure, is not rooted in any sort of proper foundation, could potentially, you know, come to light this week. The Moon at the bottom of the deck to the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Empress. There could be somebody here wanting to make an offer to you, but maybe not having the maturity or the knowledge on how to make this offer to you. If this is romantic in nature, I am seeing though, this feels like it's like, I don't want to say it's challenges between people, but that's kind of what it's looking like. Whether this is in your career, in your romantic situations with your family, you know, in your friendship circles, this is, you know, some illusions here being revealed, and eclipse season will do that, babe. Eclipse season will really just show up. So like, you may find out somebody has a crush on you, and they want you, but they don't know how to like express it to you. Or on the other side, you may find that a person that you were seeing or talking to was really trying to like, you know, be a little bit, I don't want to say manipulative, but really trying to like control the way in which you were seeing them rather than you getting to see them authentically. And a lot of this has to do with their inner wounds. You know, if this is you as you're navigating this life, Aries, what I'm gonna say to you, Aries, is how can you restore balance? How can you restore some sort of peace without needing to control the external environment. Does that mean that you have to go inward and create some peace inward instead of like feeling like you got to fight against you in the world? How can you bring joy, peace, ease, bliss, and happiness into your life? You know, I think that's a big message. As we dive into your love reading here, Venus showing up as your amulet. Venus is all about sensuality, self-love, self-respect. It has everything to do with, you know, soulmate kind of love, but you can't attract soulmate kind of love if you're not loving yourself, you know, boo-boo. The 5 of Cups here in your love life, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Wands. So it's like somebody wants, oh, there's that king showing up again. It's like somebody wants the tradition, the stability, the commitment, but they're unwilling to have the hard conversation that needs to be had. 5 of Cups is, you know, the stuff that didn't work out, the emotional overflow, disagreements, regret, grief, remorse. 5 of Wands is conflict, it's competition. So it's like, how can we expect to build something committed if we're not being honest and transparent? I feel like that's going to be like a really, really big theme for the next little bit. Judgment here showing up. So it's an awakening. It's source going, hey, are you paying attention to the patterns? Hey, are you paying attention to what's showing up in your life and what really needs to change? And, you know, if I could be so vulnerable with you guys, you know, as I'm navigating through eclipse season, because it's, even though I'm a Aries stellium, I have a Pisces moon rising. So like I'm in the trenches, bro. Like when I tell you I'm in the trenches, I tell you I'm in the trenches. One of the big things was like, I thought I had healed from all this stuff. And then things have been happening and I'm like, damn, I'm not healed at all. I'm literally going to go see my therapist on Tuesday to be like, hey, so remember all this stuff I thought I had worked through? It's still there and I don't like it, you know, because sometimes, especially during eclipse season, you gotta purge, you gotta let go so that you can move forward and, you know, enter into new chapters in your life. Strength here showing up with the Hierophant. So again, who is trying to control this situation? It makes me feel like there's a Leo in your life who's just trying to control all aspects of the situation, Aries. And I don't know what to tell you, babe. Emperor. Or maybe it's you and them, like in a power struggle of sorts, right? The advice here is that they've come into your life as a sort of karmic point, a fated connection. There's synastry here. There's connection between you two. And then surrender here turns around and says, I can release my need to control. You know, you might feel like you're losing by letting go of control, but I don't think it's a loss at all. I think surrendering is the way to peace. I think surrendering is the way to victory. I think surrendering is the way to bring in that joy, peace, ease, bliss, and happiness into your life that you're seeking. All right. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If you want to work together with me in any capacity or sign up to my mailing list, it's down in the description box below. Here is this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.